Today, we are letting a cauldron pick my TBR. Okay, this is literally perfect. Dear Jesus Christ, you're kidding. But I already know what book we're gonna use for this. Oh, yay! Hey besties, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Yes, I am holding a wand. You already know what we're doing today. Today we are going to be picking my October TBR and we are going to be using this little cauldron that has a bunch of TBR prompts in it. This looks like it has no prompts in it, but this is at least 30, okay? And we don't need that many. We're only picking 8. I did this last October and you guys really seemed to like this video and I thought it was so fun to film. So basically my husband came up with this idea last year, but I have TBR prompts, obviously, like I said, in this cauldron, and then I used my wand, and this has double-sided tape on the end of it, and that's what we're going to use to pick up a prompt. See, that's how we're gonna do this. Now that you know, and that was a really cringy way of telling you, we're gonna do it. We're gonna pick 8 prompts and pick 8 books, obviously, based on those prompts. I'm feeling very motivated and ambitious this month because I had a pretty bad reading month last month, and I really want this month to just be so much better. I've already finished a book, and it is technically October already when I'm filming this, so that's a good feeling, okay? That's a really good feeling. So let's get started. No more talking. We're gonna shake it up. Prompt number 1. I made one fly out. We're gonna say that's the one. Here it is. And it is highly anticipated. I am honestly really excited about this prompt. I feel like there are so many books that I could pick for this, but there's one in particular that I have my mind set on automatically when I wrote this prompt. And that is Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. This is a new pickup for me, but it is a medieval fantasy set in medieval Europe. And if you know me, you know I love medieval fantasies. So I am so excited to read this. This is the first book in a 16 book series. Okay, so this is a very long series. I'm really getting myself into a long one with this, but I'm so excited. I just have this like gut feeling that I'm gonna love this, even if the first book is a little bit harder to get through. I feel like the first book in a fantasy series typically is a little bit harder to get through than the rest of them. Sometimes that's not the case, but I feel like it might be for this. Since it's a 16 book series, there's a lot of world building. We're gonna have to do a lot of setting up, but I'm so excited. And yeah, this is our first pick. Actually cannot wait. I feel like this is gonna be a fun one. And I honestly feel like this is gonna be perfect for fall. So perfect. Okay. Prompt number 2. These are not wanting to got one. This is a small one that has me nervous. Oh, yay! Buy a book. And this one is literally perfect because I'm gonna be going to Barnes as soon as I finish filming this video, and I'm gonna be filming another video that'll be up later this month of me going to Barnes. Basically, we're gonna be doing book stuff, let me just tell you. So keep an eye out for that video, but I already know what book we're gonna use for this. Basically, I read Kingdom of the Wicked this last week. This is the first book I finished in October, spoiler alert, and this is gonna be in a reading vlog coming soon. And I fell in love with this book. Oh my god, this is my first 5-star read since July, not counting rereads. I am going to be picking up the second and third book in this series today. I'm so excited to continue it and to read the next book. I'm so in love with this. So the second book in this series is what I'm using for that prompt. I'm so excited, cannot wait. So that's that one. Oh my god, I'm so happy I got that prompt. And I'm already going to Barnes today, so like, you know, might as well have picked that one. Prompt number 3. This is a long one. A book I am scared of. I feel like there's a lot I could pick for this, but I feel like there is one that a lot of you guys have been wanting me to read that I have put on my TBR and just haven't gotten to it, and it would probably be perfect for the fall. So let me grab it. Okay, and the book that I'm scared of that we're gonna be putting on my TBR is Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. This is a dark romance and it follows 2 serial killers who kill bad people, and I'm very scared to read this book because A, I've only ever read one dark romance and like I liked it, but it wasn't like my absolute favorite book I've ever read. And also, I haven't seen all of the trigger warnings for this, but I have heard some people say that one of them is accidental cannibalism, and I'm not really looking forward to that. I feel like I'm not gonna like that. I feel like this book feels like it might be a little more gruesome than I'm personally going to enjoy in a romance book, but we'll see. Here is book 3 going on my TBR. I'm actually terrified. So anyways, prompt number 4. It picked one up and then I dropped it. Okay, it fell. Anyways, okay. Prompt number 4 is set on Halloween. I honestly don't know if I have a book that is set on Halloween. I literally have 2 books that are set on Halloween, but I've already read them. And I don't know if I have another one. I'm gonna have to Google this. Okay, honestly, I do not think I own any books that are set on Halloween, so we're just gonna pick a new prompt because I don't think I own any other ones, and I didn't really think about that when I wrote it down. So this double-sided tape is not very strong apparently. Okay, so prompt number 4 is actually going to be a beautiful cover. Honestly, I have a lot of covers that I feel like are just so stunning, but I am drawn to one book in particular because I bought this specifically because how beautiful it is, but I have been saving it for the fall time and I feel like it's gonna be perfect for October. And that is Gothicana by Runks. I don't know if that's actually how you say the author's name, I'm so sorry, but this is one of the books that I own that I genuinely believe is one of the most beautiful books that I personally have. First of all, this dust jacket is beautiful. The edges are sprayed like a dark purple. Under the dust jacket, we have this like gold foiling that's just so pretty. And look at the inside. Oh my god. Literally stunning. Each like chapter page has art on it and like it's just such a beautiful book to me. Like I genuinely believe this is one of the most beautiful books I own. Honestly, as for plotline and stuff of this book, I really don't know what this is about. I know I did read the synopsis when I bought this because I obviously didn't want to buy a book just because it was beautiful, but I don't really remember. But I do think like the main guy is like maybe a vampire. That could be like genuinely so wrong. Oh, maybe he's a devil. I actually don't know. I know nothing about this, but apparently this is our next book. So this is the 4th book on our TBR for the month. We shall see if I read this and my thoughts. I feel like I've seen only a few people talking about this and it's been pretty mixed reviews, so we shall see, but this is one of my favorite covers I own, so very excited. Prompt number 5. This double-sided tape is just not working. We're just gonna... There, one flew out. That'll be it. This is not going according to plan, but anyways, prompt 5 is a 5-word title. Okay, so this is gonna take some literal counting. Okay, this is literally perfect. The book I'm gonna be picking for this prompt is a book that I have already started. I'm about 40% into this book, but I've put it on a soft DNF a few months ago because I was in a really bad slump and I didn't want the slump to ruin how I felt about the book, and it's also very, very long, so I knew it would just hurt me more than help me get out of the slump, and I really want to finish it this month because next month I plan to start the Throne of Glass series with my sister Tamiko, so I need to have the ACOTAR series finished. So the book we're picking is A Court of Silver Flames. I am so excited to finish this book. I'm currently on page 327, chapter 30. I haven't picked this up in a while. I think I'll probably reread chapter 29 to just kind of refresh my brain where I'm at, what's kind of gone on when I go back into this, but this is one that I want to finish this month that I desperately need to get through. I love this series so much. If you know me, then you know I love the... Whoops. You know I love the ACOTAR series. It's one of my favorite fantasy series I've ever read. It's definitely in my top 3 and I can't wait to finish this one. I'm so anxious to see when the next book is gonna come out because the series is not complete, but very excited to finish this, and I'm glad that I have the opportunity to put it on my TBR because I really need to get it done. We're switching the tape so that this actually works. Okay, prompt 6. We've got one. This is a small one. Okay, prompt 6 is, yay, we have a favorite author. I am so excited. I know exactly what I'm gonna pick. I feel like it's gonna be the perfect book to read in October for a romance read, and it is a book that I've been really, really wanting to read because the 2 other books by this author have been absolute 5-6 star reads for me. They're some of my favorite books I've ever read, so I can't wait to give this one a read, and that is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I read The 7-Year Slip around this time last year. I think it was either October or November, and then I read A Novel Love Story back in July, and that was actually my most recent 5-star read before reading Kingdom of the Wicked. I love those 2 books so much, and I can't wait to read this one. The magical realism aspect in this book is the love interest for our main female character is a ghost. I'm not really sure how that's gonna play out and how that's gonna work, but I never know how it's gonna play out and work when I go into her books, and it always somehow makes sense the way that she does it, and it's just so fun to read her books because, I mean, obviously, it just feels magical and fun, and I feel like the romance also, every single time I've read read one of her books has felt so deep and emotional, and I've just loved every second of the 2 other books I've read by her, so I cannot wait to give this a read. This is definitely a book I was really hoping to put on my TBR this month because it's one I really want to read. On to prompt number 7. We are quickly getting to the end of this, which is kind of sad because this is really fun. But here's prompt number 7, and that is, has a magic system. Honestly, I know exactly what I'm gonna pick for this. No actual doubt in my mind do I know what I'm gonna pick for this. That was not supposed to happen. We're gonna be picking up the second in the Harry Potter series. I have actually read probably 40 to 30% of this, but that was literally like 2 years ago when I first started reading. But then I picked up a romance book for the first time in my life and I got sucked into romance and I never got back to this. So we're gonna take my bookmark out and we will be restarting this. Obviously, we have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I love Harry Potter, okay? I have a whole shelf dedicated to my books of it. I haven't read all the books, but I have loved all the movies for literal years. I'm obsessed with the world and the universe and the characters, so I can't wait to read the second book. I read the first book, and that was actually the first book I read that got me into being a reader back in 2022, and obviously that's what brought me to making book videos. So like, thank you to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for getting me into reading. Literally can't thank that book enough. The book was so much better than the movie in the sense that there's so many details that obviously they couldn't put in the movie because it would be way too long. So I'm so excited to read this one, see what details are in the book that's not in the second movie. Yeah, I just love this so much. So I'm really excited, and it's kind of matching my shirt a little bit. Like, these colors are pretty much identical. So love that, slay. Anyways, that is book 7. And moving on to our 8th prompt. Crazy, am I right? Prompt number 8. I can't believe, I feel like this is going really fast and I'm not liking it in the sense that this is fun and I don't want it to end. Okay, prompt number 8 is, Dear Jesus Christ, you're kidding. More than 500 pages. This is a horrible prompt to get when I already picked up the ACOTAR book that I need to finish that is literally over 700 pages. So that's great. I'm gonna have a lot of really long books to read this month, I suppose. Okay. This is like not okay, actually. I don't know what to pick. 500 pages is so much. Like, I don't even know what book I could pick that's over 500 pages. Well, I picked one. Okay, the book I'm gonna be going with for this prompt is A Peculiar Peril by Jeff Vandermeer. I've had this on my physical TBR for a little while now, and the synopsis makes this book sound so interesting. It's a fantasy book, it's YA, and I feel like this is gonna be so good for the fall time. I'm going to read you the synopsis because there's no better way to describe this book than with the synopsis, and also I couldn't even describe this book to you without reading the synopsis. So here it is. It says, warning, this book is not normal. Charlemagne appears as a giant moth, Napoleon is just ahead, William the Conqueror is an eel, some of the vegetables you will meet can talk, marmots are not the usual size, there is a land bridge between England and Europe in a alt-earth called Aurora, guns shoot bears, that's right, they shoot out bears. Rabid chipmunks fall from the sky, and there are 3 magical doors, but no one knows what the doors really do or where the 3rd door goes. Heck, all Jonathan Lampshed knows is that he must help find a golden sphere before Alistair Crowley can, but nobody tells him the sphere is intelligent and a psychopath to boot. If you proceed, you must repeat the following. I have been warned and the risk is mine. Long live Squishy. Who is Squishy? You'll have to read to find out. I mean, literally, what does that even mean? I actually don't know, but I'm just so curious about what that means that I just absolutely have to read it. And this is much over 500 pages. This book is quite literally 632 pages. So this is definitely over 500 pages. So that is the 8th book we are putting on my TBR for the month, and that is all the books that we will be putting on my TBR for the month. So we have A Peculiar Peril by Jeff Vandermeer, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. We will be finishing A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas, reading Gothicana by Runks. We have Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. We have, I think, Kingdom of is it Cursed Kingdom? I don't know what the second book in this series is called. It has something to do with cursed. I think it's Kingdom of the Cursed. That could be wrong, but you've seen a clip of it, okay? So you know. And then lastly, The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. So I would say this has been a pretty successful TBR video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not already, because we have a lot of fun over here and we want you to join the fun. And with that being said, I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. See, oh shoot. This is so good and so bad at the same time, because how am I possibly going to read books that are this big, this long, and all the other books that I want to read this month? How am I gonna do that? I'm going to try. We are gonna see how many of these I can actually read. Stop right now. You look like a troll. Stupefy. Go away. Stop it. Stop. All right. Babe, I can't film if you're looking at me like that. Double-sided take on the take? Whoa. So awkward that you guys are watching me. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Stop. There. Whoa. The first one in the. Whoa. Whoa. I just repeated myself so much. Whoa. 4. Whoa, thank you to Harry Potter and the prison. Nope, nope, that's Puck. Puck? Whoa. This isn't, whoa. Some of the best, whoa. Let's find help, whoa. Physical, whoa. It's the 8th book, whoa. Whoa, no, whoa. Bye. See you so clear, and how you make me smile, and how you make me smile, oh yeah, and how you make me smile, oh baby, how you make